Oh, yeah. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to GLC Versus. We have Teddy all the way over there in the corner. So we can scoot this back a little bit and let you come in a little bit as we get things. I just got to be comfortable over here, you know. But hey, welcome to the stream. Happy Monday to everyone. We've got a good one. I know I say that every week, but this is actually a good one.
It's always true.
All right, cool. Yeah, hey, so we got some great things today. Again, we're going to be putting some of the most recent, best decks might be a way to call them, but they're definitely some of the ones that have been putting up results recently that are a little bit outside of some of the known decks. So I'd love to be able to put these on display for you guys all today to watch. Hopefully they'll make it on YouTube eventually. I'm on my way to editing all those videos. Sorry. I know, it takes so long. But hey, we'll get an editor eventually, right? I mean, Mahone has one. We're like right there. We're the second most popular GLC streaming in the last couple
20,000 followers away.
All right, cool. Hey, Harry, what's up, man? But yeah, today we're going to be putting Turbo Dark. We got Dusk Buddies, and we have Extreme Speed Fire. I'll give credit to the deck owners a little bit later because they're all CB Warrior alums, some of the powerhouses of the GLC format. So I definitely want to give them some love. And then we also got Colorless Crazy Code, right?
Yeah, it's just the worst colorless deck.
I think it's a good deck.
Yeah.
I think it's the most fun way to play colorless, but that's asking a lot.
Yeah.
Fun for colorless.
It doesn't need to be banned, so it's not as good as the other one.
Yeah. Hey, talking about being banned. Let's talk about some stuff. First off, hey, if you're new to GLC, GLC is a great format. It's a singleton format, 60 card decks. You're only allowed one type, and of course, no rules box Pokemon. You can only play with those old G single prizes, although some other cards kind of get around it, cards like Guzzlord and stuff. Wonderful format. If you haven't checked it out, please do. I think it's great, and we need some more people to play it. Just a couple.
Yeah.
Cool. Hey, since we're playing some of the best decks today, I figured we'd talk about some of the other best things. And you said you wanted to do wrong answers only, and I'm okay with that. But
sure.
We do have to do some actual stuff too.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna lay it out here. Those of you in chat, all two of you, let us know how you feel about some of these decks too. Best decks in the format. What do you think the best spread deck is?
Probably, I think it's Hitmon Bros.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we still doing wrong answers only?
No,
I can't tell.
I think it's the best one. I think it's the best. If we're going to talk about spreading and just doing damage to benches,
Okay.
then I think it's Hitmon Bros.
Okay. Would you consider Lost Zone a spread deck then?
No.
Okay. What would you consider Lost Zone then?
What linear combo deck.
Linear combo deck. Okay.
Which Hitmon Bros, I guess, has a combo, and it's slightly linear.
Whoa. The card just says special combo. Like, that's the attack.
All right,
so,
yeah.
Okay. All right. I can see that. I was going to say either Lost Zone or I think the deck we're going to play today, Dusk Buddies, which I don't think you've ever seen. So I'm excited to show that deck off. I've been losing to it a lot. Finally got the first one. It took a turn to Inteleon. Rare Candy into Inteleon.
That's not real.
To do it. Oh, it happened. All right. Best aggro deck. What are your thoughts? I was between like Lightning or Dark here.
I think Dark.
Think Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you. Again, we're going to be showcasing this Turbo Dark deck that we've got here. I think it is the best aggro deck.
Yeah.
I think Lightning is a little behind it. Lightning lacks like another first turn attacker like Dark does, but Zapdos is real good. And then you also just have Raikou to like clean up afterwards.
Yeah.
So, you know, Raikou and Guzzlord kind of go with that. Yeah, Harry agrees with us there a little bit on the Dark. All right, best tank deck. What do you think for best tank deck?
So first off, I think the best aggro, best tank, and best deck is just Archeops. Which I know we haven't gotten to all those yet. But that's not fun, so we're not going to talk about that. But I think best tank deck is probably just the vanilla grass deck.
Okay.
Just big, like you just put down one or two big guys they can't deal with. And it takes them 2 or 3 hits to kill your guys when you're one-shotting most of their guys.
Yeah.
I think Metal wants to be a tank deck, but Metal's just bad.
Yeah, Metal is looking to find its place in the world. And again, you haven't seen Metal Zone decks. And I almost put together a Metal Zone deck for this because it actually did pretty well. Those are takedown. These are where we're going to put our active Pokemon.
That's so smart.
In a second. I know you guys can't see it. We'll show you here in a second here what we got going on. Best tank deck, back to that. I agree with you that grass. There's actually a tanky version of the Venusaur Rillaboom deck that's even tankier. But
No.
I think it's bad and
That
boring.
seems unnecessary.
Yeah. I tried it a couple times. It just doesn't do much. It could definitely be fun if that's something you enjoy. But for me, it was just not something I particularly enjoyed doing. Least explored type.
Fighting.
Okay. You think that's just because of lack of support?
Weakness to Psychic.
I think weakness to Psychic's a big deal.
And Psychic, I mean, every tournament we go to, it seems like the top tables after a couple rounds is 50% Psychic. Because it's fun to play.
Most explored, maybe Psychic then?
Most explored Psychic.
Psychic or Water, I think, for sure. Least explored. I kind of agree with you on Fighting. I don't think that it's, that there aren't people out there who want to give Fighting some love. I think the problem is that there's just a lack of support Pokemon. Like, there's no draw support. There's no draw support Pokemon on your bench.
It's supporter heavy. You got to rely heavily on those supporters.
Yeah, and sometimes you break. Sometimes you get Marshadowed turn 1 or Marnied, and you just can't do anything. You can't draw out of it. There's no search Pokemon that can help you out of those situations, like an Octillery that Water has, like a Kirlia that Psychic has. So I agree. I'm hoping that Psychic gets something like a Dodrio type card. I feel like a Dodrio type card, which we're gonna see being played today, would be sweet in Fighting. Put a damage counter on it, draw a card. Like that's exactly what I think Fighting is all about.
Agree.
I think Fighting is definitely one of the least explored. Again, I'm doing my best to kind of explore what Hitmon Bros might look like in the future here. I think that Fire's another one. Fire doesn't have a lot going on. Fire's really limited by the fact that it has 3 really good support Pokemon that every deck has to play.
Yeah.
Fighting's best attackers are stage 1s, Phoenix here. Yeah, going.
That's definitely true.
That's one of the things that Hitmon Bros has is it can just kind of attack right away. It's not KOing anything earlier, typically, unless you just have the best hand ever. But Hitmon Bros definitely can start punching in damage and putting your opponents under pressure, whereas the other fighting decks really struggle with that. Although once they get going, they get going. I think Fire's kind of exploring, and we got another Fire deck coming up. But yeah, definitely Fighting's up there. All right, best deck in the format.
Archeops.
Yeah, Archeops. It's hard. It's hard to say anything else besides Archeops.
Once a month, we watch a broken middle-aged man that never really played card games crush seasoned card players with Archeops.
Yeah, still bitter about.
If you're out there, listening to us later on, he agrees. He knows.
He knows. Yeah. He's been playing GLC for 2 months. Mm-hmm. Came in. Turn to Archeops Dodrio, fully loaded Kangaskhan, fully loaded Snorlax against my Drizzile. It was hopeless. But yeah, I think Archeops without a doubt the best deck in the format. Problem is we take Archeops away, we're just complaining about Lost Zone Psychic, so I don't really know what we do there. You take one deck away, another deck comes up. Maybe it's easier to fight Lost Zone Psychic than 100%. It is to fight Archeops. I think the feel bads are where Archeops is at, right? Yeah. It feels like a donk. What happened to me at our last locals felt like a donk that took 6 prizes for me to initially lose.
Sure.
Again, I can concede at any time, but yeah. Again, here, there's always a deck to complain about. Yeah, I think just what Archeops does is wrong. We're again, I got some of the things 11 months out, so a full year on from Silver Tempest being printed. That's where Archeops happened. Do you think? We just talked about it being the best deck in format. Do you think it's ban worthy?
I think 100%.
Okay.
Is anyone paying attention though?
Besides
these 2 guys and that chinchilla.
Toby knows. Toby knows all the Archeops. He's eaten quite a few of them. The energies are definitely a problem, right? You just have access to the best energies, and they're always accelerating you. It's just, I don't know. Again, like you said, is someone paying attention? This is my plea, Mr. Mahone. If you are listening,
if you're out
there, someone clip this, send it to Mahone. We appreciate everything you've done for the format. You are a wonderful ambassador for our game. Your streams got me into this format. We love everything you are doing. If you could please just ban Archeops, we would all appreciate it.
Or, and this is not going to happen,
yeah,
just ban double energy.
Yeah. I think that's the fix. I think the problem with that is that you ban double energy, a couple of cool archetypes die because of it. We do get rid of Archeops, which might be worth it in the long run.
You can still play the colorless deck I'm playing tonight with that double energy.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. There are a lot of cool single energy colorless cards that definitely work in that way. But I think if you get rid of the double energies, it comes kind of like more rules. And I think that one of the things that Mahone wanted to do was
Simplicity.
to keep it simple.
Yeah.
And I can appreciate that. Because again, my idea was limit it. Every deck gets one double colorless energy. That way, Dragon still has the double Dragon energy. You still have at least one double colorless energy. Ghost Lord still has a way to accelerate itself rather quickly. It just
Dirty Harry, you're gonna win. Like if you just play it, you're gonna win. You're gonna win games you feel like you shouldn't win.
Yeah. Right, but sometimes you're not going to get Archeops, and you're still going to win.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like you're not going to draw Archeops. You're going to play Snorlax down, attach, win.
Snorlax good.
Snorlax good.
Tauros good.
All right, that's it. Again, that's my plea. Hey, do you think that after all these TMs, do you think Archeops, TMs, and I should say Gorgeous Mantle, with Raging Surfs coming to the States in November, do you still think Archeops top deck?
No idea.
Okay.
This is where I'm not fun. Sorry.
All right.
I know a quarter as much as you. What do you think?
I think Gorgeous Mantle probably going to make Snorlax, and some of those cards in colorless just broken, right? Like an extra 100 HP to Snorlax.
Ban colorless.
That's the thing. Ban colorless. You can't play any colorless cards. They're gone. Even energies.
So like I'm not good at it. Was there a normal type gym?
Yeah, there was Gen 2.
Okay. It's not real.
It's like 1999, bro. It's like 2000. It's so real. All right, let's get it. Oh, last thing. This is you're an EDH person. For people who don't know, EDH is the GLC in the Magic world. So recently, some people have started playing Battle Royale, which is 4-way Gym Leader Challenge.
Ooh,
what are your thoughts on that?
That sounds great.
Yeah. Now here's the issues that we're having. Again, those of you who are keeping track of this Battle Royale 4-person Gym Leader Challenge. Again, it's a game designed for 2 people. So some of the cards read kind of weird. So one of the rulings that came up was Hex Maniac.
Mm-hmm.
Hex Maniac says target opponent, and it's until the end of their turn. So if we're playing in a 4-person group and I Hex Maniac, should I target one person? Is it everyone loses their abilities?
I think what you do is you have in a 4-way game you have to have like a cycle. So you choose the person next to you and you shut off abilities all the way around. But maybe it makes sense to choose the person to Jeff's right because I want this guy right here to have abilities. And that's when the politics comes in.
Okay.
But I think a 4-way GLC would. I think the worst part about GLC is that it is 1v1.
Yeah.
And that like people are trying to play optimally. Like I just want to play silly cards.
Okay.
But this is kind of naturally a competitive game. And 4-way, you're going to lose some of that competitive edge, and it might be more about playing fun cards, playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
Playing your favorite Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Which is what EDH is for me.
Yeah.
I've been playing Magic since 1998, 1997. And I don't play the best EDH cards. I play the EDH cards that I like the most.
Yeah. I think, that's definitely an interesting point. Like, play the fun cards in your 4-player GLC Battle Royale group.
And team up on the annoying guy.
Team up on the annoying guy. Yeah. I think in our group that might be me. I think
it's probably Jeff.
It's probably me, guy. Yeah. Sorry, I'm the annoying guy. And I know it too. I'm self-aware. Another niche format, again, while we're shuffling up here, another niche format is Little Cup, which is only basics that are 90 HP or less, which is also a place for you to play your favorites. You can't play your favorite evolutions, but that's where I could finally play a Krabby. The thought of playing a Krabby just makes me so happy. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to our deck list. We're going to start off, I think I'm going to do, what deck did I pick here? We're going to start off with Dusk Buddies. So I'm going to play some Dusk Buddies. You got your colorless list over there.
Yep.
Let's talk these through. Get some deck lists. Let me pull up some deck list here. Pulling up deck lists and GLC stuff. This is, let's see, Psychic deck. We're going to pull up Dusk Buddies. All right, let's talk about this. All right, Dusk Buddies, brainchild of Watto. Those of you who might know him better as the Fairy guy, the guy who championed Fairy for the longest and then got sick of coming in second and third and fourth place. And I think he was like, you know what? I'm going to play a real deck, but I'm going to play it on my terms. So this is his deck. Watto is a great player. Again, he beats me all the time. And he's also a really conservative deck builder, which I really appreciate about him. He really focuses on how his deck can be the most consistent. And even yesterday when we were playing against each other, he was like, dude, this is why you're playing these cards, and gave me some great tips on why to keep Timer Ball in my deck. And if you can convince me to keep Timer Ball in my deck, you have built your deck appropriately. So let's talk about Dusk Buddies. Again, Dusk Buddies is a psychic spread deck, but it doesn't focus so much on spreading damage and then finishing off with cards like Lunala or Dusk Noir, like cards have done in the past, or at least decks of this type have done in the past. Basically, you're playing the Chandelier here with the Cursed Shadow ability, and if it's in the active, you can put 3 damage counters on your Pokemon in any way. So you're hoping that Chandelier becomes your pivot at some point, so you can each turn put 3 damage counters on your opponent, and then retreat it into something that's going to do more damage. You're playing Kirlia and Gallade here to really, really, really help you with that consistency that you need. Again, these are just 2 of the best cards. The Buddy Catch ability here, letting you grab any supporter from your deck, really helps you keep the ball rolling. And then Kirlia's Refinement ability helps you draw early and get into the cards that you need. You've got great spreaders in Miss Magus here. You've got Blacephalon, which is just one of the best cards ever printed. You've got Sigilyph here and Wobbuffet, both with the Psychic Assault attack, which does extra damage per the counters on your Pokemon. And then this new include, which was included in Watto's last tournament run where he went 3-1 in a second place finish, was Nilego, which basically lets you copy your opponent's Pokemon's attack if they have 2 prizes remaining. So this deck struggles against Guzzlord, so your opponent gets to 2 prizes and they use their Guzzlord. Well, you just Guzzlord them back, and all of a sudden you're back in the game. So it's some pretty interesting stuff going on here. You're playing Meloetta here to help you spread early, and of course Marshadow, which is just one of the best cards that you can play in the Psychic Archetype. Now, as far as supporters go, some pretty basic things are happening here. Ball Guy, Arven, Cynthia, Gladion, Guzman, Iono. Rosa is a real interesting include. The one that I was doubtful about, which I had changed for the Clavel, but Watto was like, dude, you got to play Apricorn Maker, is Apricorn Maker. You get 2 balls instead of 3, but it really helps when you need to find, your Hisuian Heavy Ball, or you need to get your level ball to get your stuff going. It gets you Marshadow to hand 2. So it's just as good as Clavel, I think, and he convinced me, which is the reason why I'm playing Timer Ball too. And then an interesting card that a lot of people might know about is Dusk Stone, which, if you're playing Miss Magus, Chandelier, Aegislash, it basically just lets you evolve that Pokemon the turn you played it. So I've gotten turn 1 Miss Magus before, and then 2 damage counters on everything. It's basically just a boost shake that lets you keep your turn. It's pretty ridiculous. Of course, it does come with the caveat that you have to be playing those Pokemon. So interesting card, interesting deck. Again, I'm interested to see how it plays. I played against it a ton, but see how it goes when we actually get to the grind. All right, I'm going to pull up Teddy's deck. I've got an old list for Teddy's deck. We're going to call it Old Crazy Code. Again, at any point, if you guys want to see the deck list, you can do exclamation Teddy to see his deck list, or exclamation Base to see all 3 of mine that I'll be playing today. Check out those as you need to. But Teddy, talk us through your deck.
Yeah, so real quick, differences from what's on the screen. This is my fault. I'm a bad co-host. But that Ditto is, in fact, the Tauros with the double colorless attack that does 80.
80, and then it has another attack that I think does like 10 times or 20 times the damage counters on it.
And then I cut the Cincino and the Mencino for the new Doduo and the new Dodrio from the 150 set. But really, this is just kind of like if I'm a Magic player, so I think of this deck as just kind of being like has a little bit of synergy with Porygon and all the special energies. But it's really just a good value, strong basics, strong stage 1s. You feel like every card is pretty good independently, minus Porygon Z, but Porygon Z goes with everything else, so it's okay that it is not, a great card on its own. In terms of energy, we get to take advantage of some of the best energy in the format. We cut the Warp energy for a
Jet energy, which is the opposite.
For a Jet energy, and we cut Tate and Liza for a therapeutic energy, which is just something that has to go with Snorlax. So hopefully that works out. You see that this is kind of taking advantage of some of the fire energy, which means that you get to play Rayhan. It also means that you get to take advantage of Giant Hearth. So this is definitely a worse deck than the Archeops deck. But if you're a better person, I think this is probably what you play.
Yes, I agree. This is when people show up and play this deck at events. I'm like, I respect you.
It's a true man of. So do we need to back this table up since we moved it?
Yeah, we'll see what this looks like up on the tabletop. So let's get the tabletop here going. Yeah, we probably need to shift the table back now.
Seems center-ish.
Center-ish. Cool. And this is where we're going to be putting our active. This is what we talked about earlier on. Figure I needed to mark it so that we could be better. I was watching back our water video and I was like, hey, we're bad at putting our bench and stuff in the right place, so we should probably have this up. Let's do predictions. What do you guys think? We've got Dusk Buddies versus Colorless Crazy Code. What do you guys think in chat? Who's going to take the dub here? I think Dusk Buddies is a pretty hard deck to pilot.
Sure.
But I think even still, I think the fact that your deck just has big basics might be a little bit difficult for
spread deck
to deal with.
You also have really bad luck against me.
I have really bad luck against you. That's true. Let's go heads. It is tails. First or second?
Second.
Cool. We got Marshadow, so.
I don't know that.
Well, I just told you.
I don't know that.
I just told you. All right. Let's get into the game plan. Game 1, we've got Colorless Crazy Code versus Dusk Buddies. It's also fitting that it's, it's October and here we are playing a ghost themed deck. Kudos to that.
Right.
Yeah, thanks, Marcus. Yeah, I love the in-person stuff. Again, we miss Weeder greatly. Weeder came with a ton of
I don't miss
experience.
Weeder.
You don't miss Weeder?
I don't miss Weeder.
I miss Weeder. I get to play against Weeder though. He beat me the other day, so I get to see him still.
Weeder, I don't know who you are. I'm sorry, you're a great guy. I'm sorry.
He's a wonderful person.
Man.
That's all right. When we introduced you, this is what we knew the people were getting. They were getting a salty, direct man, the man of the person of the man.
Man person.
The man person.
All right. Start us off.
All right. We will show you guys a ghost. It's Madrivo's. All right. There's a Pidgey. All right. Cool. So our hand's really good for our first turn. I got to figure out how I want to sequence this though. So I think it's 100%. We're going to quick ball discarding, I think, Cynthia here. And let's check out some prizes. Let's definitely get routes going, get Marshadow on turn 1, because routes is what you really, really need. I think 100% of the time you want to Marshadow on turn 1 if you don't know the matchup. If you know the matchup, sometimes you want to go turn 2 just to get those attacks in. But I think with what we have, we get routes. But let me double check that we've got Kirlia in the deck. Sometimes I check my basics and I forget to check my evolutions. It can be a bad time.
Anytime I'm playing something that I'm not super familiar with, I just shuffle all of my Pokemon to the front the first time I search, which is kind of annoying, but I think it's the way.
Yeah.
If I'm playing Lost Zone, I don't need to do it because I just know the deck so well.
All right, we actually don't have our boy, which is a little sad. So we don't have Kirlia. So I think we're going to get Litwick here. Sir Marcus is a better player of the deck than I am, so I would take his advice better than mine. But I think we're going to grab this Litwick here. It's a $15 Litwick. It was actually kind of expensive. No Kirlia, really no way to get it out of the...
This is $15?
Yeah, that Litwick is $15, and the Chandelure was also $15. I think or just based on what our hand is, I think we have
It's a promo?
Yeah, it's a promo card. So let's swing heavy ball here. Just see what we got going on there. There's our Kirlia. We did grab a Sigilyph here, though, which is pretty good. All right, let's bench the Sigilyph. I think we are going to burn this level ball on a Mars Shadow. And I think we are going to go ahead and use this Mars Shadow. I just got to debate whether or not I have Scoop Up Net. Do I want to put Litwick out and hope that I can call for family? You're not going to be attacking in to really do too much. So using the Scoop Up Net, it might be better just to have the Scoop Up Net in my deck for a Mars Shadow later on. But I think I will save that. So let's Mars Shadow here, let loose. Again, we have to play out our entire hand, and then we got to Mars Shadow there. Like that was pretty good. This would be it's like insane to draw a like energy into the Dusk Stone maybe here. I know I can't really attack with it this turn, but it'd still be pretty sweet to have that option. Four. Yeah, drawing 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, what we grab? All right, those are cards. No sense playing them now. We'll just pass to you.
A little Bidoof. And draw fire energy.
Ooh, the fire.
On this Kangaskhan.
Rounce was not prized. Kirlia was prized.
And pass the turn.
Kirlia was prized, so I did decide not to play the Rounce because of Kirlia. All right, let's play Mew. I think we're going to run out Dimension Valley here. It's a little early, but getting a chance to use like a Mew attack here, because we might have to retreat this Misdreavus, might be fine. And then let's Marnie here. So you're going to keep attacking your hand continuously. 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Especially if we get to like 2-shot this Pidgey, like that would be pretty sweet. Okay. Oh, we're gonna go Air Balloon on Litwick here. Let's go. Actually, maybe Melo here. I don't know if it's better or not. I think maybe the double Mew attack is better. We can also go after that Bidoof, although the Bidoof evolving into Pidero here is pretty rough for us. Let's go Mystery Energy on Misdreavus. Let's retreat into Mew. Do I want to do this? You got 4 in hand? Alright. Let's hit the Pidgey for 3 damage counters.
Yeah.
That way we can at least guarantee a knockout for next turn. Maybe grab a Kirlia off of our prizes, grab something else.
Monster.
This Mew's so good.
Mew's how you're doing work. 30.
Oh, 30 to my board. All right. We'll draw. Yeah, poor Pidgeotto with 60 HP. All right, yeah, it's got 60 HP. All right, let's energy on Sigalith here. Let's escape rope. Okay, we kind of actually like that a lot. We're gonna go into, I think, Sigalith here. Let's Scoop Up Net the Mars Shadow. Let's let loose. Just attacking your hand. Brutal, right?
I mean, really, like it's been like the same amount of cards almost every time.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Looking at 4 different cards.
I guess what it is I get to keep drawing cards. I was down to 1. I get to keep drawing.
You've gone up 3 cards multiple times. That's where it's at.
And that's where one of the things that Watto said about this list is that he views Marshadow more about as a card draw engine than it is a disruptive threat, which again is both, but I see what he was saying with this deck. Well, let's Psychic Assault, 30 plus 10 for each damage counter. That's the knockout.
Brutal.
All right. Take a prize.
Well, Parallel City.
All right, Parallel City. We got to discard one. It's definitely just always the Marshadow, right?
Yeah. Throw a powerful energy.
Oh no.
So powerful.
That's the one I didn't want to see.
Throw a Fighting Fury belt.
Okay.
Play Gloria.
Okay. Filling up them benches.
Three basic Pokemons.
Yeah, all the basic Pokemon are coming to your bench. Yeah, not the powerful energy plus the Fighting Fury belt here might be a little difficult to deal with.
Some big boys.
Well, I was expecting Sigalith to live here, put some damage counters on Kangaskhan, and then hit big time, but it looks like it's going to die here.
Sorry, chat. I'm doing what I just said. That is the annoying thing to do, but it.
Put all your basics to the front.
It's all my Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Hey, you gotta always check your prizes. And I often go back and look at some of my earlier YouTube videos and realize that I never really searched my deck. It's just something that like Magic players don't instinctively do because you don't have prizes. You just expect your cards to be there. So it definitely was a skill I had to learn. And I feel better about it now, but still not perfect at it.
You should feel better. Feel bad.
I feel real bad about it.
Let's get this Tauros.
Okay.
This Snorlax. And this Porygon.
All right.
We're going to evolve.
Ooh, Bidoof. This is the turn, man. That last Marshadow made your hand real good.
We'll draw 5 cards.
5 cards.
5.
And this is the power of colorless. Like, you just attach to a big boy. You do the thing.
And I'm going to throw this Fighting Fury belt on this Tauros.
You have 2 Fighting Fury belts in your deck?
I'm at Special Band.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, oh, dang.
We play some 4-ups. We play some casual 4-ups. We're going to Field Blow our way that air balloon.
Okay, air balloon's down.
And Rally Bat, or Hammer In.
Cool. And you'll take...
I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You'll take 3 damage counters on the Kangaskhan. We'll put up Miss Drevis with the Mystery Energy. And let's draw. We really wish that we had the air balloon now. So let's rare candy into Chandelure. And we have to draw here. We need to draw. I think we're going to put an energy on Mew. I think we're going to be using Mew this turn to go after maybe that Porygon if we can. So let's Rescue Stretcher again. Let's grab, and I want to grab the Sigalith back, but I think I have to grab Marshadow as the draw. We just have nothing going on our hand. Our hand is Gallade Energy. Oddly enough, if we had gone with the Routes line earlier, even though the Kirlia was, we would have our Gallade active now. So maybe it was right to play the Kirlia early. But let's play Marshadow, effectively bench locking ourselves here, but we got to do it. We got to get some cards. We would love like the stadium that every time you attach an energy, it does damage, just because of the way that Porygon Z functions.
Yeah.
Like that would be pretty well. It's pretty good against Rain Dance decks. Wobbuffet's probably not super great, and again, I think we're hanging this Mew out to die here. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4.
That good, huh?
Not great. Not terrible, but not great. We at least get to get in there with something besides Mew this turn. Let's ball guy here. I guess we'll get Ultra Ball, Nest Ball, Timer Ball. Do we have another ball? I think that might be it. So, yeah, that's it right there.
You guys are bored watching this long psychic turn. You could tell me what kind of barbecue people eat in your homeland. Maybe describe it in a few words. Here we eat brisket and pretend it's barbecue.
Here's the man who played Psychic Lost Zone getting onto the Psychic foot for his long turns. All right, Timer Ball. All right, double heads. You love to see it. Let's grab some evolutions.
By saying that, we lost 2 viewers.
You scared them away. We'll grab the Miss Megas and we'll grab the Gallade here.
I think if we put hashtag meat talk as one of your,
you think we get a lot of viewers?
I think so. Yeah.
Just talking, and then people show up and they just see Pokemon on the screen. That's what we need.
Meat boys.
All right, we found the Miss Megas, which I think we're happy to see Miss Megas. I think we'll save the Ultra Ball and Nest Ball here. We can't play them anyway. We're bench locked. Let's Eerie Voice here. We're gonna put 2 damage counters on everything.
No.
It should be everything but Snorlax, right? It's not affected by the effects of attacks, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which is why it's busted.
Even Kangaskhan, right?
Yeah, even Kangaskhan. Which is great here, because if you knock them out, we get to put 8 damage counters on it, which is not knocking it out, but getting close to it.
Fine Fury Bell's pretty good.
Fine Fury Bell's real good.
All right. Level ball.
Okay. Here comes the Porygon Z. I don't know, Porygon Z, Porygon 2. Never remember the Porygon evolution lines.
Porygon Dose.
Okay.
Which is exactly 90, which is what I thought it was. So that worked out well.
Okay.
See if we can go back in. Quick Ball. Discarding this counter energy.
Okay. Trying to think what helps us get out of the situation we're in. Like Blacephalon turn is going to be pretty good for us. If we can get there. There's Lugia. We're going to get this Kangaskhan pretty close to being dead. 8's going to put it to 110. It's at 170, so 60 damage counters.
No, it's special charge. This counter energy back in there.
Okay.
Oh.
This is sometimes where, like, your version over RPOs are definitely a lot different. Is that, like, you need the energy in your hand to accelerate. But you also just have your draw engine set up. So.
Up to 5, yeah. What's the move? Well, Chorus.
Chorus for a bajillion. Chorus has been really good on stream so far the last couple of weeks. And Chorus is drawing you 8 here. I think it drew me 9 last time I played it. A lot of Chorus haters out there. I think Chorus definitely a supporter to consider playing.
I was on the fence between Chorus and Tate Liza for the random energy.
Random energy, yeah. It definitely is not good early. Like the first, if it's your only draw supporter in your hand.
Each.
Yes, Marcus, I can't believe Chorus haters either. I get Cynthia haters. It's always 6, but shuffle draw 6. I'm not a big fan of shuffle draw 6 sometimes. I want all new cards. Give me Iono.
And we'll bring the hammer.
Cool. We'll put 8 damage counters on that. That's our pivot. Now, can I put up my Chandelier and find a way to get it out of the active this turn? I think the answer is no, but does it progress me anywhere if I use it right now? I don't think so. So I think we're going to put up Mew. Mew can always retreat, and also Bench Barrier is not particularly good in this. All right, let's draw.
You can retreat. It promises you the prize.
Yeah. All right. Let's.
Oh, I didn't play energy. Can I play energy?
Play an energy. You're already beating me real bad. What prizes are you on right now?
That's a lie. It should be 4.
4. Okay. 4. We got 6 over here. 5 actually. 5. We did take one earlier, so we're not that far behind.
I've seen a lot of talk about Pokemon and about barbecue. Where you're from? What does it mean to barbecue?
Teddy just wants barbecue.
Tell me about the meat of your homeland.
All right. Anyway, that's ball here. This is probably setting it up as a target, but we're going to grab Blacephalon here. We'll attach an energy to Blacephalon. Let's go VS Seeker, and let's get. I know I was talking about it poorly earlier. How many cards do you have in hand?
8.
8. Let's get a Marnie.
All right. I will say that
Marnie.
Playing Colress and Parallelcity in your deck does seem like a minor nombo.
Yeah. But yeah, Marnie it is.
Marnie.
Yeah, it's between Marnie and Cynthia, and I think I'd rather see one less card and make you go down a bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's Field Blower this and the Fighting Fury Belt, which is going to kill that instantly.
Oh. Slightly exciting.
Slightly exciting. That's the best way. Let's take a prize here. Cycle Energy goes back to your hand, right?
Yeah, Recycle Energy.
Field Blower, just the best draw.
What do you think for a second?
And then you have to decide what you put up. That's the Snorlax. Oh, and Feral City is gone too.
Yeah,
that's a big one because we get to play some bench Pokemon.
Yeah, that's right.
Go Wobbuffet here. Let's just start putting some damage counters on things. Let's we're not doubling up anything. We can't put them on Snorlax. I think we're gonna want to get rid of this Porygon at some point. So let's Floatstone Chandelier just in case our hand gets disrupted. We definitely want Chandelier as a pivot here. Let's go ahead and put. Do my math real quick. Let's put all 3 on Porygon.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah. We'll go to you.
Let's go ahead and throw this therapeutic energy on Snorlax.
No! Busted.
Let's go ahead and play out this Porygon Z.
Okay. We thought you might have that.
Oh. Is that why you marted me?
I don't know if it's why I
thought I might have it.
Yeah, I thought you might have it. I mean, I thought you might have it eventually this turn. Like, you have so many ways to get it, but I figured that I was playing into a Snorlax attacking me when you put it up.
Sure.
You don't put Snorlax up, I don't think. I mean, it is a really good. It can't be affected by a lot of my abilities, but. I think so. Going with Phoenix to this point, that grass and water really like Colress. It's just so bad though for grass early on when they don't have anything going, and you have to play Colress for 2 because you can get something going, not to get donked.
Ultra Ball.
I've just seen so many players do that with Colress before.
Does it graph and
Okay, is it Ultra Ball here?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the Ultra Ball getting? I guess you're just getting your hand low so you can draw more
cards.
Drawing more cards equals good.
It's a hot take. You heard
it here first, guys. Drawing cards good. Not drawing cards.
On the number 2 GLC stream on Twitch.
The people love to hear the facts.
Yeah. While we're in here, let's go ahead and Crazy Code.
Crazy Code's from your hand, right?
Yeah, so let's draw some cards first while we're in here.
It's not Archeops.
Oh yeah, that's why Archeops is so good. Guys, imagine if I could just pull the cards out of my deck. How broken would that be?
It'd be the best.
So,
yeah, GLC champion Jeffrey Van Der Beeken, I believe is his name. If I'm saying it incorrectly, please correct me. I don't know how you would, but do it. But yeah, Van Der Beeken loves this deck. Okay, those are the things.
we haven't played a supporter yet, have we?
Is this not the Color's turn?
No.
You haven't played a supporter and you've done so much.
Thanks, Viverol.
Maybe we should kill that.
Viverol's good, guys. You heard that here first.
Speaking, because I don't know the correct pronunciation of that card, Viverol or Viverol.
Tomatoes, that's not a real
thing. If you have enough channel points here, I did add today. If you have 500 channel points, you can spend them to have Teddy and I mispronounce the next 5 cards we play. Again, I don't know if we might do a better job of pronouncing the cards when we're trying to mispronounce them, but it's definitely something you can spend your channel points on. For 100 channel points, we'll feed my chinchilla a craisin. He loves craisin, so he would appreciate it, I'm sure. Official GLC mascot, that chinchilla.
In there.
Makes me sad that you cut Cinchino, because Cinchino is kind of like a chinchilla.
Maybe a seeker.
This chorus again?
Yeah. Get chorus. You need to shuffle though.
And probably that card back in, right? The one from your hand.
You're right.
Only if you're not going to play it.
Yeah. Play chorus. Draw 9 cards, which means this turn I've drawn 13 cards.
Yeah, so while we're waiting for this turn, if you guys could tell me about your tofu. Tofu in the country
Did
where you
anyone
live
talk about barbecue?
No one's talking about barbecue yet. I'll get there.
The stream is mid.
Well. These are my viewers. Respect to the viewers. Don't listen to them, guys.
6, 7.
Teddy doesn't know you like I do.
They know they're mid. 9.
They're watching a vegetarian play GLC.
We're gonna town map. Funny enough, we might be taking one of these cards.
Huh, you think so? You think my view is gonna live? There's your Dodrio.
We had a plan.
Snorlax, besides the caveat that it puts itself
It's so stupid. Ban Snorlax also. Let's do Thumping Snore.
Alright, Mew's down.
Dodrio. That's 14 cards drawn this turn.
Gosh. Alright, let's put up Chandelure. We get to use Chandelure here. And then we get to go into our block.
Now I am weak to Psychic.
I can't. I do damage counters. Alright. That's kind of a funny card to draw. So there's Nilego, which lets us basically use your attack if you take another prize next turn.
Hey-o.
Which is super sweet. Let's use Curse Shadow here, which lets us put 3 damage counters on something. So we need to go 8 into Porygon, and then if we want to kill Bibarel, we have to put 10 on it. So I don't think we have enough to do that this turn. But we can kill Doduo, which we know you have Dodrio in your hand. So I think we put 3 damage counters just straight on Doduo. Okay. Then let's Raihan here. And we have that energy thanks to Snorlax. Then what card do we want here? Do I want to get a draw support? Cool. We're going to get this card. I'm not going to show it to you. Let's retreat Chandelure into Blacephalon. I almost thought about getting Spell Tag there, but Spell Tag doesn't really progress us too much. Alright, retreating into Blacephalon. Blacephalon is just so good. Alright, and this is your 3 prize turn. So let's put 8 and 4 on Porygon Z and Doduo. Which I do believe is enough for the knockout. If I've done my math.
Went 4 here?
Yep. 8 and 4 for my 12 damage counters.
Kill both of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill both of them. I'm gonna kill both.
I hate that about you.
And hey, this is what this deck does. It uses Blacephalon, it gets ahead. Now the cool thing is, like, we have this Neolego here chilling out, which is going to copy Snorlax's attack if you take another prize.
I kill it.
Okay.
Play Pidgey.
Okay. You sure you want to play Pidgey?
Yes.
Okay. It only has 50 HP, and I've got 2 prizes to take.
That's your only real spread boy right now.
This can put 3 damage counters on anything.
That's. And we will.
This card's sweet. For those of you who don't know, this is a recent include of Watto's, and its Nightcap ability says you can use this attack if your opponent has exactly 2 cards remaining. Choose one of your Pokemon's attacks and use it as this attack. So it's just a copycat attack for 1 energy. It's very conditional, but it's just so good.
Let's Guzma.
Yep.
That out.
Yep.
I'll run this Pidgey out.
Okay.
And then we'll capture energy and retreat it.
All right. Yeah, gotta gust it. That's what Weeder's saying. You gotta gust it. Hope we don't have Clara in hand.
Hope you do for the good times.
What about the bad times?
Play double colorless energy here.
Mm-hmm.
Can't play enough cards to get my hands. I haven't played a trainer yet, have I? Or
I don't think so, right? I think this turn you've gone. You play Guzma. You
okay,
Guzma
my
up.
bad. Yeah, well, let's kill that.
All right. Neoliego's dead. Let's put up our wonderful Chandelure. All right, let's draw. Really wish we had Rescue Structure in our hands still. What does this say? Has exactly 2 prize cards remaining. So Neoliego is not good anymore, unfortunately. Unless there's a way for us to get it out of our deck. So we have Rosa in hand. Yeah. I think Pidgey might be the problem here as well. So we can definitely get rid of the Pidgey this turn with Blacephalon. We could put 3 and then do 2 and 2. It's next turn that's going to be the issue. We have to set up another attacker. We do have Rosa. What does Rosa set us up? Sigilyph isn't going to be good enough. So we could Rosa here, and we could grab, like, we have Argon too, so we could grab a tool and we could attach Spell Tag onto Blacephalon. And maybe that would help us get some knockouts the following turn. The issue is Bibarel and Tauros only have 2 damage counters marked on them. And then the next not beefy boy is Pidgey. So Pidgey's definitely dying. It's just the follow-up that's going to be tough. Yeah, Stretcher energy. So the problem is I've used Stretcher earlier because I had to get Marshadow. So we don't have Stretcher in hand or in our deck currently, which would be the best way to do it. And if we had a way to recover it, like if I could, like had a ball on hand, that'd be great because we can go and get like a rod, but we just can't get it immediately back to hand. That's kind of the downside.
Am I dead?
No, you're not dead. You're close to
Are
it.
you dead?
I might be dead, but let's Rosa here.
For everybody at home, I just got back from the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I guess we could Guzma next turn to like stall some stuff out. The Spell Tag might help us out here. Does it let us get any energy, or is it basic energy?
Imagine how much further ahead I would have been if I'd had an Archeops instead of that Porygon.
Yeah, just imagine how much all better we'd all be if you had that. All right, let's get Routes Energy Spell Tag here. All right, let's put 3 damage counters onto Pidgey.
Pidgey! Seems aggressive.
All right, let's Hisuian Heavy Ball here. Look and see what our prizes are. So, okay. Kirlia, Clara are our 2 prizes.
Ooh, Clara's good.
Maybe we should have gotten the routes here with the. We did get the routes. So we did get the routes. Maybe we should have. We did. All right, let's spell tag our Blacephalon. Let's attach. If we get Kirlia, I still don't think it's quite good enough. Maybe we're hoping to gust you. So let's attach an energy to Wobbuffet. And then let's retreat into Blacephalon here. Let's Fireworks Bomb away. Let's do 2 to Pidgey. Can we do 8 next turn? How do we do 8 next turn? Let's do 2 to Barrel.
Barrel.
And then we'll take a prize.
Get your prize.
All right. Got a chance.
So this Giant Hearth down.
Okay. It gets us fire energy.
Does get you fire energy.
Just love that your deck gets to play Giant Hearth.
What's Marty?
Okay. He knows we got the Kirlia off the prizes. He knows we got the Kirlia off the prizes.
Feel it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, getting Marshadow doesn't feel so good. I forgot we were up on prizes. I thought the game was over this turn.
What a world.
What a world. I mean, I guess I didn't know or else I would have conceded. But...
Let's discard this Vigoroth to Giant Hearth.
Okay. Slacking was definitely a deck or a card I was concerned about. Yeah, and then we saw your prizes and we saw you discarding all of his pre-evolutions. And I was like, you know what? You're probably not going to make an appearance today. For those who don't know, Slacking, powerful, big stage 2. 3 energy does 160, but it has an ability lock ability as well.
6, 7.
Yeah, Pokegear letting you look at the top 7, reveal a supporter, put it into your hand. Looks like you branked or chose not to grab one.
Chose not to.
I'm assuming you're looking for maybe a boss.
We already Marnied.
Yeah, you Marnie, that's true. Okay. Maybe Escape Rope. I guess Escape Rope doesn't really get you very well. Put up our Marshadow and it dies.
So many cards. I don't even know if my deck has the card that I'm looking for in it.
What are you looking for?
Yeah, Scoop Up Net.
Yeah, I don't think Colorless plays a Scoop Up Net, unfortunately.
I mean, it doesn't make a lot of sense. All the evolves.
Yeah.
Brah.
All right, let's put. Is it on the attacking?
Oh, yeah, I should play energy too. Pretend I'm just gonna.
Oh yeah, play energy.
Get wrecked. Right there.
Cool. We'll put 4 damage counters on the barrel here. All right, let's put up Chandelier. Let's draw for turn. Okay. So let's Mysterious Treasure. Discarding. We need to put 4 on it. So do we just have game? No, because our guy's dead. Blacephalon's dead. Alright, let's Mysterious Treasure, discarding Meleoda here. Is Mew GG? Is Mew not 10 damage short? Because it's 120 and it's marked at 8 right now.
Yeah. He's a little short.
Let's grab Kirlia here. We just used Chandler, right?
Mhm.
So let's Kirlia here. Let's Kirlia discarding in to draw 2.
I feel like you don't have it or you would have killed me by now.
Yeah, we have Colress in hand. So Colress needs to be recovery card plus needs to be recovery card plus way to find it, which we have Fog Crystal left in our deck. And Colress is drawing us a ton right now. So let's Evolution Incense just to check our deck to make sure we have recovery card, which we don't. We don't have recovery card anyway. Because Clara is in there, so we have no way to recover our Mew. So now we need Escape Rope potentially to buy us another turn, which I think we've used our Escape Rope.
You did.
Yeah. I don't think we have it, but we're going to play this out, because why not? I think we're just dead. Alright, let's course. Yeah, using that Rescue Stretcher early might have actually been what ended up killing me, and Clara being prized, of course, here. Alright, here we go. Drawing 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, all the stuff, but nothing to do with it.
Advanced Snorlax.
Advanced Snorlax. Alright, we can see it. Our hand ended up being Horror, Duststone, Lucenine, Fog Crystal, Gladion, Guzma, and Arven. So yeah, no way to even like force the draw here with like a Psychic Assault. Yeah, so sad. Again, we used our supporter for turn on Colress to draw into these. Fog Crystal doesn't get us anything. We had no recovery from Mew. So close, so far away. Snorlax taking the dub there. No way to really deal with it. And there's our Clara.
Boring. Boring Snorlax.
But hey, Dust Buddies really impressed me there.
That was good.
I wish I had more reps with it. Again, knowing the reps, knowing what your again, knowing more what recovery cards you have in your deck really leaves you like changes how you play the early game and stuff like that. And realizing that Rescue Structure was maybe my only recovery card might have changed how I use that in the early game. Something I didn't know, but now we can.